It was Fierro. You are basically left to your own devices. Bronze is there. There's also a bunch of other people there. None of these Clockwork Collective folk are hanging out, other than probably like one of them that's just like doing paperwork in a desk right here or some other nonsense. The door is there. It is not locked, you see, to notice. But this is a bit of a recreational area. There's tables with people all around. I don't have the people up yet, but I'll throw some randos up right now. Wow. Why not?
I might have to change how I write notes.
Okay.
Normally, when I write notes, I write every single role that happens. But I don't think that is happening in this campaign because I don't know what we're going for half of the time.
I mean, no. Roles are contingent only to the situation where you could really fail, to be honest with you.
Roles of enemy roles as well.
I mean, that's why I got the recordings. It's all recorded.
Yeah, but there's a difference of reading 1,000 words and watching 1,000 words.
I mean, whatever. Yeah, you could always speed through it if you really wanted.
Someday, when I get very bored, I'll just transcribe the entire campaign.
My gosh, that's my goal. But I don't need to because, again, I got the audio and I'm like, well, that's pretty much the same.
It's the same.
Pretty close to it.
At this point, it's just a nostalgic run that I look back at our campaign. It's how well we worked.
So clearly, you are in a place that is housing several people who are either collectively in a group of 2 or 3s at max. Then they stray away and talk to another person. They seem to be trading amongst each other. There are entities of all sorts here from what you can glance about. But make a perception check for me, please.
17.
17 is bad. It's a failure. So we know how that works. No, let me joke. Let me stop joking.
Next 3 hours.
You're blind for the next 3 out. I like that. That would be funny. No. So you said 17?
Yeah.
Okay. Amongst this whole group of people, where you and I guess Franza and Ima and Dolia for sure have at least took up a corner on just to like collect each other for no reason. There does seem to be a bigger grouping of folk. In that grouping, there is a certain individual whose air seems familiar, but you have to get closer to get a better look. They're up in this corner here. I haven't put the assets up yet, but it's up to you to either push on to check or ignore that.
Like we all recognize that person.
You, Imandolia and Braza are kind of just like looking about, still trying to figure out the situation, as are you. But
I was with my eyes so far away.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't see it, then I'll just like slowly walk towards them.
Okay.
Like walk like that.
Okay. Yeah. To like there.
Like here.
Right.
Like until I can see it whilst with my eyes.
Right. I'm gonna put them down right now. I just gotta find them. These suckers, right? Yes. So you do see the several folk about. You can ignore those stats. They're and the names. I'm just stealing assets now.
Oh my god, this little
No, they're just of the same robes. Let's say. Right. So as you are approaching them in the center, there is a fifth person between the group of them. The kobold themselves, the smaller dragon-born individual, they seem to sort of raise their eyebrows or their like eye mounds, I guess, to you, but they don't do much or say anything, kind of casually, also looking around to see what the guy dealing with the paperwork is doing. But as they're skittish and moving more, the other two that are closest to you, they turn just to check and glance, look back to the person in the center, and then one of them turns around to give you a pointed look, almost as if like back off a bit, right? Like a you almost hear a hiss come out of their mouths, if that, but a short one. But as the person in the center sort of looks slightly up to the other one as they are conversing, they do just look up to that hisser, and then turn around. Having not noticed you, I'll double check. Having not noticed you, as they, Wiser himself, is talking amongst a group of several people.
How do you keep something when the pop is in?
He was here the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get his thing out. It's a personal one. Just gotta find it in my library. Okay. Do you do anything as you spot Wiser, but off version of him? He's clearly been delving into a bit more necromancy. He's further into lichdom from what you can just grasp on a casual look his way. But you've seen straight up that his entire right forearm is missing, and all that is there is bone, nothing but bone. Yet his hand miraculously works, and his biceps are just fine as well.
Destroy undead. How was the Wiser? They were were they strict? Were they like lax?
Yeah, he was casual. He was very forgiving. He wouldn't ever. He was a soft teacher, but he instilled in you the importance of learning what you have begun to learn, for not giving your mind that closed door. That accessibility can lead to issues. Anytime he would mention things like that, you know there was more that he wished to say, more of like, yeah, if you wanted to go deeper and like do an overpowered version of the fireball, yeah, all you have to do is like really do blood oaths or sacrifices sometimes, and generally you never really have to give up your soul. But he wouldn't push this on anyone. He would just hint at it, especially to you. And again, to that, they were fair with their items themselves, and they taught you what they could and what they thought that you could excel in, even things that they were slacking in. They would give you access to, and see how you would do there.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what Kuwami would have called wiser. Like, would it just be mentor? That sounds a lot more.
It could be.
Wisey. Yes, wisey.
Colloquially, he's known as Old Man Wiser.
Oh, man.
So if you were trained by him, like the Symphony member Rain was, he's kind of the one who coined that reference, Old Man. Seeing that he doesn't age and he does look like an old man regardless. But that is what many that were brave enough called him.
Okay, I think Kuwami is going to tackle Huggin and shout Old Man Wiser.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's your armor class at the moment?
I still have these bombs, so.
Even now, it's been like hours, I think. How long is mage armor?
Mage always 8 hours, but I cast it anytime.
That's amazing. So yes, you still have it. It's only like 3 hours, really. So you're still well within it. So what is your AC?
17.
17 current.
Unless I need a shield. Unless she'll cast a shield if she gets it.
You're not being attacked, but you're being held. So whether you cast shield or not, that's on you. But you tell me.
Okay. I mean, does that hit? It probably still hits.
Well, I don't know. If you cast shield, I'm saying they're gonna miss. But if you don't, I'll roll for it because there's a chance.
Yeah, sure. I'll cast shield.
So you'll just bob them, knock them out of the way. The two cultists there that are clearly wearing it looks purple from like where I'm at. But they try to like grab you, try to keep you from going there. But as they kind of get the hint that you're not attacking, they pull off a bit, especially once at the mention of their name. The group of them don't have weapons, and probably as you are having approached them, they're all wearing very similar clothing other than like certain accoutrement that would clearly identify with a person themselves. All of them wearing some kind of red cloak. For these two guys at least, the one in the back does have some kind of sash around their belt that is red as well, and the one that the smaller dragonborn there, the effectively kobold, they have red tattoos over their eyes, like surrounding their head. Wiser has none of the sort, but you breach through them, bounce them off of you a bit, and you realize that they might be prisoners here as they are wearing jumpsuits. Everyone here is wearing jumpsuits, other than you guys. But you go to hug Wiser. Wiser stammers for several seconds, and he peeks a look to see, realizes that, oh, I should have noticed from like the fairy dust flying around in my face that this is clearly Kuwami. He taps you, never being an amorous type, so he does that like buddy pat in the back. He's like, hi, Kuwami, don't call me that here, please. We're not in great company at the moment.
Okay, she's going to slowly release her grip and just do like that. Fist and like push most of her fist in front. And so, what brings you here? Why are you here? And just ask a whole bunch of questions and like talks a lot, I guess.
Yeah. Wiser stammers in between each of your questions, seemingly trying to answer, but each time you interject a little faster than he could. In this, you hear, they're coming. And the guy, you can see that he's doing some kind of rounds to look at something. He's checking some locker that's generally in front of your group there. Imandolia checks to see that you're fine, and he sees that you're good. You don't give him an eye or anything, right? Like hey, come here or anything like that, right?
I mean, not yet.
Great. So then he looks to you, gives you 2 seconds, and then he looks away to see what this guy is about. You see the two cultist individuals. They look like straight up cultists to you. They look like pretty thin to the bone, a little crazed in the eyes. They have burn marks all up and around their wrists and forearms. One of them has a huge cut on long recovered, but a huge cut from the bottom of their lip, almost ripping the lip in two. But again, an inch more, it would have done a lot more damage, and that would have required extensive surgery to keep that there. But since it just flesh wound and deep scarred it, you can tell they didn't require that. They look very gaunt, the pair of them, and yet they seem filled with vigor and say, boss, we're good. And the guy does return eventually. And Wiser, having already pulled you to the side a little bit, having the guy in the back run interference just a bit, distracting some of the other folk around here, just to give him space with you, I believe. You can tell is a thing. Oops, moved the wrong guy. You get over there instead. How about that? He doesn't want to move. Oh my gosh.
This guy. On the wrong thing.
No, I'm seeing him move. It's just I couldn't grab him for some reason. It was just the way I was positioned. But there we go. Boom. He pulls you over. He tells this guy to come down that way, to look that way, and then they tell them to like just act more casual. This guy goes there. Up. Yes. So as he is speaking to you, he does pull you to the side. He's like, okay, could you ask those questions but a little slower, please?
Like my notes. Okay. First, like we're like, sorry. So what brings you here?
Are you serious? There's only one way to get here, Quico. You have to be arrested.
Wait a second. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. Okay. They probably understand by saying arrested.
Yeah.
What do you mean arrested?
You know, you have to get pulled over here. You either choose to be here, or you're dragged here, or some other nonsense. I don't know. It depends. Like what are you in here for?
Oh, and he like turns around and points Dot fence and saying, "That guy has a disease, a curse." class, I think.
Huh. And were you hanging out with him at the time?
Yeah, and yeah,
Huh. And you got that glow on your wrist there that they put on you?
she looks at her hands. No, not for my password.
I mean, last game they did put an enchantment on your
They
wrist. Yeah.
They did. What was that enchantment, please?
Like when you got in, you had to go through a door and they had to like beep you essentially. And then there's like a glowing glyph on your wrist, each of your wrists. Wiser lifts his wrist as well. He says, "Yeah, I got one too."
She looks at her wrist. Yeah, I got one too. Yeah. Like wishes her on.
Yeah. We can't cast any magic without them knowing. And if they know, they'll probably kill us or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works here. I've only been here for like 4 days. I'm trying to get out. What's today?
Wait. What's today?
Yeah. Wiser looks around as if there's a clock, but there isn't.
She thinks back and says, wait, do I have to say like Thursday or something?
I mean, it doesn't matter. We could canonically say that you answer with whatever day it is, right?
No, it's just like the 5th of
Yeah, there's like, there's no Friday or some other nonsense, and there's no months that are the same as here. So again, we'd have to. I'm not gonna go deep dive searching on my notes to give you that entire answer, which I do have, but I'm not gonna. But we can say that you answer with the correct answer, right?
Yep.
And Wiser drops his head. Yep, just what I thought. Been here for 4 days, for about 80 days already. That's weird. Definitely want out of here.
Ronnie passes her on. It's like, how did you even get arrested?
I was chasing a dragonborn who had a powerful crest in his hands. It didn't turn out so well for me.
The old sneaky trick. She does like that. Like the swinging.
Wait, what?
Well, you know, like you point with a little index finger and you just like do that swingy thing. Like, yes.
All right. He says to you, "Listen, I got some things on the works. The only way to get these things off of you is to literally leave the area. That it disappears after 24 hours, as long as you don't get sent back, right?
Wait, see that there.
If we leave the area for up to 24 hours, fine, as they can't do anything to us anymore. But while we're here and while we have it, they're gonna find every single possible exploit against our magic. Some of these places," and he looks up to like where there's like these weird, like they look like, to you and me, Danny, they are digital cameras. To the people of this universe, they look like a weird box with a cylinder screen or a cylinder mirror that is sort of concave and points at them a bit every once in a while. It always looks like it's looking at you, like one of those creepy pictures. But there are several around in sparse locations, and he says if we cast magic anywhere near one of those things, they're going to detect us, it's going to try to disrupt the magic, and it's going to try to hurt us.
Just let's see. pretty sure they will let us leave after he runs out and gets his light out.
Wait. You said he has a disease. You said he had.
Yeah.
You said your friend had a disease. You didn't say anything about a light.
Alright.
Who has a light?
Okay, if I go silent for like 20 seconds, I'm like,
Okay,
just like you.
sure. But do you say anything to that when he asks, who has a light?
Yeah, Bronzer over there. She like points towards Bronzer again.
You point to Bronza?
Yep.
Roll initiative.
Great. Just great. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. You see a creeping smile approach Weiser's face. In the entire time you've known him, he often lacks nutrition, or so it seems, because he's never caught consuming any food or anything of the sort. Yet he doesn't seem to deteriorate. Currently, his smile has a salivating nature to it and a hunger behind it, with eyes of glowing red on the right eye. The left one is deep and dark, as it always is. And he says, "Ohe will be pleased." But you get to act before he does.
Oh god. Seriously? Okay. I cast some magic, so spells are off the table. Good thing about this please thing, I don't need spells. So I might break it down. You know what I'm gonna roll? To see what it does. Okay.
Make me nervous with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it makes me nervous. If it was Fuiko, then she would like immediately shoot his leg with his football. But this is Kuwami. So she's gonna like. You know what would be funny?
What?
Making a shadow out of the bracelet.
Making a shadow?
A shackle.
Shackles. Okay. It's not gonna be strong shackles, but yeah, it'll work just fine.
So let's re-roll again to see what he does. Let's see. If he rolls a 1, she will tackle him. If he rolls a 2, she will 1 towards Bronzer. If he rolls a 3, she's gonna ask what's wrong and prepare to tackle him if he bronze. And 4, she's gonna roll the tackle. It's a 3. She's going to prepare action to tackle if he moves towards Bronzer.
Okay.
Or teleport forward.
And that's your turn. He looks towards Bronza. His mouth salivating. The two fangs escaping his mouth as some vampiric form appears to escape him, at least in that extent. And as he bares teeth and is ready to lunge, and you're ready to jump in front. He stops short, and he says, "Oh, oh, oh, oh. Hey, your friend could help us save them, huh?"
Wait, what did he say?
He said, "Your friend could help us escape them, huh?" After analyzing the situation a bit. He just gave Bronza a good look, and then he stopped. Yeah, we should get out of here as soon as possible. You don't know what they're gonna do to him. They might cut him up.
Kuwami stopped mid-action, trying to catch her, and then she looked towards Bronza, and the other people here, like, because the blue hair person, Alexa, yes. It's Alexa. Wait, no, it's not Alexa.
No, she's not here. Currently, just this guy from this the collective is here. The guy down here. But as you're trying to figure out what exactly happened, Weiser's already walking away, and he's like, come on, follow me. And he seems to be going to like the exit.
The exit?
Yeah, to like the door. Again, it's not locked. This open area is like, you've walked through several hallways. Some places have beds. Some places seem to have chairs and couches. Chairs and couches. Others just have open space and areas, but all within this sort of glowing light office room aesthetic kind of limbo. Do you follow? He did request this.
Yes, she's gonna follow him. Has he finally gotten to stay for all these years?
That is a possibility.
Okay.
We'll play Theater of the Mind from here on, but we'll reveal a little bit of this as I work on some of the stuff in the background, of course.
Are we still in initiative?
No, initiative was completely over after his perception check. Just one minor thing I had to ensure, but
Okay.
Yeah, he was gonna drain Bronza dry if he didn't see something. Since that didn't happen, the roll was high enough. He rolled a 14 plus stuff. His wisdom is good. He leads you through into another corridor. This thing is kind of like maze-like. If I've ever introduced any maze-like stuff to you, you already know. I'll bounce you around, up, down, left, and right. It doesn't matter, given the situation.
And then,
But
until you make a point.
Maybe even then there isn't even an end, especially when it comes to things like Theater of the Mind. But I'll always be clear about what we're doing, to be honest with you. With that, wow, like roll 20, please. Just like just a little bit. There you go. As he is bouncing you around as much as I was bouncing around this stupid thing. He eventually he talks to you, avoiding any of the other Clockwork Collective people specifically, but he does state, saying, yeah, listen, if he's got light or some kind of special abilities like that an Esper or goddess or god, whatever you call them, made, we need to get out of here, because they're gonna rip that sucker apart and probably track down that entity and try to rip out the rest of them apart, so they could use it for their own advantage, the collective, obviously.
How can you be sure that this is a good people?
I have a bit of a light myself in me. It again was pinged off for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on in the underworld that keeps pinging off all his abilities. She's not in the underworld, so it's confusing to me. But yeah, it's a thing, I guess, and I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to there was a group of goblinoids that I was trying to hunt before I got distracted with that dragonborn that got me locked up in here. But you know, there's ups and downs everywhere, you know, checks and balances. He kind of casually walks you up and around. When you eventually reach a bit of a corner that seems to be mostly ignored by most folk, there is a bit of a window. That window points out to just brightness.
Right.
Just brightness, yes.
Is there a sun that echoes this light?
No, it just there's nothing to see. It's just a white, bright wall, or wall of light. They're both correct because you can't tell.
Can I try and open the window?
The window doesn't have any openings of a sort. They're just there. It's like completely sealed all the way around, like airplanes. But yeah. Let's see.
Then Kuwami is going to turn around, face those spies and say, "So, what should we do?"
Well, have you ever seen the movie Ape Escape?
What?
Yeah, this is a really old movie. I think it came out in the old Earthen times. It was a pretty good animation, I think, but they had some live act. It's Wiser speaking.
Okay.
There is no such movie as Ape Escape. Doesn't exist in reality. APE Escape. Yes. There is a game called Ape Escape, but there is no movie called Ape Escape. Regardless, he does say in that movie there was a bit of a thing where one of them had to, how do you say, jump out from a tall building, right? In that, I saw an opportunity in which it kind of shares attributes to this location, and then he taps at the window. Can you see through this? Can you perceive past the aura?
See it.
Yeah. Well, see, that's weird. I tried to duplicate this one, and I did the wrong one for some reason.
Oh my god. It is a horrible place.
So yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah. But I have to get that one. Oh, 19.
Right. You see through the light, invasive as it is. It kind of shocks your retinas when you start to look its way, similar to looking at the sun would cause some irritation and concern for sure, as it's blotting this constant circular, I guess, spot in its place. But in this, it's taking the shape of the entire window. Yet, as you seem to push past that bit, you see that there's clouds, a forest very tiny trees very far away. Easily, you're 100 feet, 200 feet in the air. Must be some kind of vessel or floating building. You've seen the sort.
Oh, I see it. There's trees and there's clouds, and he just like points outside of them. All of these buildings, and we are so damn high above. What is this? And then she looks back and looks at the ground. Oh, it's just things flying.
Am I going crazy here? What the fuck's going on with this thing? There it is. There, I figured it out. Danny, I figured it out. It was all me. It was all me. I did it. Pure will, power is what I did. Yes, sure. Let's go with that. Great. Or I just thought for a second, you know, to be honest with you. Usually helps. Okay. So, yes, you are currently in this place. You tell that to Weiser, and he says, just like I thought. Then, we just need to honestly do enough damage to any exterior point, and we could probably break out. The only problem is they really won't let more than a pair of us walk around in tandem. So I don't know if you have an idea about that, or I don't know. I'm all ears. I'm tapped out. I've been here for a lot longer. He pulls out his sleeve, the right hand sleeve, and you see that there are scratch marks, like a knife carving on the bone itself, and there's several ribs, as if he's been keeping count of his exposed arm bone.
Well, we just blast because like a kind of face. I'm sure Franz has something. If not, I'm sure Eva has something too.
Maybe. I'm gonna put you guys in here. Yes, I can't move you, whatever. But yes, so what is the plan? Do you plan to make an attack and force everybody to basically beat up whoever comes and bothers you guys as you make your escape and jump out of this place? Question mark?
Wait. It feels wrong all of a sudden. Not like.
I mean, yes, Wiser might be like, yeah, how are we gonna get down? Wait, what's up?
I just figured it doesn't feel like it wanted to be just breaking out all of a sudden. Oh wait, no, it seems fun. She's literally just saying, oh yeah, that seems fun, let's do it. But she's still gonna ask, she's gonna relay that to Bronzer. And it's really hard. There's a centrifugal character that isn't here.
Well, here's the thing. You can always change your mind later if the collective is against it. But given as you're here and they're separated, making their own decisions about other stuff, probably researching ways to get out or researching to see if this place is even what it is saying, what it is.
If the Bronzer still thinks that this place is good, it's like helping him with
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that is what he thinks.
Yeah, he'll have his story to tell.
it feels as he's going to die.
Mm-hmm.
But something feels wrong. For some reason, my gut feels like something feels wrong. Why? Why is it? I mean, if Bart knows that they're going to like rip apart the light bearers, so to say, as I see not there. If I have to say like one of Smart's play.
I was trying to hold it together because in my head I'm just saying insight check. That's an insight check. Insight check. I think that's an insight check that you're looking to make.
Alright, insight check. Plus one natural.
Wiser in all his time doesn't lie to you, but his words often have double meaning. He's tricksy in such a manner, so much so even the goddess Ohe, he has gloated to you, is at his whim. A primordial being with great power that can control many with the snap of a finger. Planets have bent to her will. And while you made a simulacrum of space dust with him, in his visage of a younger version of himself, of course, but close enough. There was no markings of the Red Queen, no hints or tales, no hints or I guess some points that would lead to the Red Queen herself. It uncannily seems to be the case that he is in his own mind, in his own power, in his own right, capable and possibly moving strings along to a degree. Whether he believes it or it's true, that's to be determined, but at least he does believe it. But this is something not to make a decision of lightly. In other words, in video game vernacular, needs further investigation.
So he is known to Kuwami that these words are also double meaning.
Oh.
There's something about Ohe.
Yes. He's gloated to you that
What is close?
gloated is like flaunted, shown off to you. He's specifically expressed how he can make such things like that simulacrum. At the point of his death, he will just return, no questions asked, as if nothing was ever done to him. But
Not like he's as powerful as Ohe, that's what he's
no, he's not one to be in such disbelief. But he's saying, and he has said to you many a time, that her power, he can access the pool. He can bend her will to where he wishes. She's easily navigated, he would state. Apparently he controls the strings, and you can tell that there apparently are cultists of Ohe clearly there. Whether they have harmed people proper or not, that's for you to decide or to learn. But cultists have been known to either be heavy or on the lighter side. And on the lighter side, it's usually they're more preaching than anything. Is the quiet ones, the ones that hang around in groups, that sort of cause the fear amongst the public sometimes. Those are the ones usually planning. And you might have caught a whiff of that here, but within Weiser's grouping, you can only imagine they for sure have a very clear directive. They want to escape.
It was. I tried to find out, but it got messier and messier.
This is an entire universe that I'm throwing at you every once in a while. Literally spanning multiple years, as he gave you a reference of Earth, and nobody calls Earth Earth anymore.
Wait, he what?
He said Earth. And no, he gave you a reference of Earth. He said that there was an old movie in Earth that came out, the Ape Escape movie. Earth is never called Earth in any context, unless you're the immortal Noel who was born in Earth, on Earth, at the time of Earth. Wiser, whether he's that old, yet to be determined.
Okay, so what exactly is Noel's relationship with Wiser, this son?
Do you ask him? You're not sure. You only have hits.
I didn't catch that. No, I didn't catch that. You just made the mention what all of a sudden, and I didn't know how to connect the.
Okay.
But he was so quickly that something I didn't like.
Yeah. So he said to you, from that insight, that he has bent Ohe's will to the way that he wants. He's shifting and changing and growing power because of it. What?
Okay, so in a very short summary, Weiser has never liked the poor, but his words often have double.
Of course.
And that he has bent or can bend Ohe's will to the way that he wants. And Ohe is, he is the primordial being that he controls beings with snap of fingers.
Yeah, Ohe is.
And, and considering that he gave a reference to Earth, something that is not in this time frame, commonly called in most contexts that he is probably born on Earth or at the time when Earth was on Earth.
Maybe.
And now those rogue people are probably Ohe's followers.
Oh, they for sure are. You recognize it almost immediately.
Okay, give me like 2 minutes to like there's something.
Yep. Take your time. I'm gonna make these cultists mine. Where'd you go, cultists? Oh, I'll find you.
Wait, how does she know that he is even able to bend Ohe's will?
He's gloated about it. He's told you in passing while he was making a simulacrum. And some of the wording in which he would
Is Ohe the primordial being or is Weiser the primordial?
Ohe is the primordial being.
Okay, sounds very nice. Okay, I forgot how much Kuwami knows about Ohe. I think it's more like, oh yes, Ohe is going to take over the underworld. But it's none of my business, so I don't think she would care that much about Ohe or Weiser being good or bad. But in this case, Weiser is potentially harmful to the quote-unquote new planet. Go one second.
To me, he's asking you to help him take him out. Trying to break him out.
But she also doesn't feel like the other people will die. So she trusts wiser all the people that said that they will help nonsense. I feel like if I have so much truth as the content as well, this will be so always the guys. They are so clear.
Are you?
Okay, I feel like this is awesome.
Excellent.
Except let's do that exercise in the whole story.
Okay.
It's basically they are these two things. That's what we believe wiser than the movie which is true. Yes, been with wiser for years, and only with the defense a couple of hours. Yes. Yeah, I think she was for a while.
Testing some sound advice to get out of this prison place. So
Yeah.
it would make sense.
I'm just gonna make sure that moves that full house. Wait, does footprint float in the air? Will I get whiplash trying to cast footprint?
I don't know. What does rope trick say?
This thing.
Okay. I can't see it yet, but I will check it out. Just summoning giants.
Like summoning giant.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
I don't know if you're joking, maybe there's some giants here.
No, they're clearly copies of the ones that I'm messing with. It's just to the level that I need them to be.
Or maybe Wiser can't invite confused thing.
All three?
Actually, the representative.
Those guys aren't even with you, but yeah, I get it. Let me deal with them so that the other side could also deal with them. That's the point. Grand. Oh, nice. Okay, so you're deciding to help?
Yeah.
In true montage fashion, he says, all right, so I got this pretty detailed. First, we gotta knock out the guards, and then you basically see like you and him kind of just like watching in several scenes. The guards changing shifts. It's all casual. There's several meal breaks all the time for them. You guys have accessibility to food at all times. It's basically a buffet here. You find that there's a bunch of board games to be had, and in the corner there are a set of loud people that are constantly yelling. Is like, no, it's 2d4, no. But regardless, as you find that it's pretty lax security here. Wiser does say, all we gotta do is spike the food on the Wednesday, macaroni day, and they're out. Everyone partakes in macaroni day. And then he has a notepad of little pictures, like a little, basically he made a circular head for each person that's a guard. And if they're like an elf or an orc, they have like the pointy ears. If they are a dragonborn or some kind of tiefling, they usually have some kind of spines or the horns. And generally He does like the smaller races. He does like a tinier version of them, and essentially he's just writing down the name of each one to coordinate properly to like, okay, these guys are all eating macaroni and cheese. Out of the all 10 of them, the only 10 you've ever seen here. And he tells you that on that day we can knock them out. Boom, we jump to the next one where he's several windows, and each one has different spots. Then you'd have to choose effectively which window to escape from. There's the perch in which you saw that you'd have to jump onto trees that are kind of built onto the platform that you're part of. So it's more like it looks like clouds and bush, but upon researching a little more, you're seeing that the side that you're appearing at, that had the little trees further down, also had these massive trees that seem to be holding up this thing, and at the base of the trees seems to be a massive cloud holding the trees as if the roots are dug into the cloud. That's what you're seeing. But these have pretty deep, large branches that curve around and into the building itself, hugging it. And given some athletic checks, you could probably scale it down. The other ones are pretty flat, steep aspects. They sort of go in a slant away, so they're going to be very difficult to go down unless you have a way to like parachute down or something other. Wiser suggests that we can steal everybody's clothing before leaving, stitch them up, and then jump out for enough of the people there. You have several people to worry about, but that is an option. You can also do something with magic means if you get out and are capable of doing it in a far enough radius without concern or issue. Maybe enough luck or enough casts if they overwhelm it. He says most of his men, most of his people are casters as well. But to this, it cuts to again one more, and he says, he says, I didn't want to mention it, but we could go probably the easier route, but the stinkiest. And you just hear like a flush of a toilet. And he's like, but I don't want to do that. Like, he cuts off the montage. He's like, I don't want to do that.
The Kuwami is just going to look at the flush, and still comes back and say, hell
no. So I like in this little movie that we make, right? It ends up that that montage starts where you guys are about to, like, you drilling open the thing. You have the chrysalis, I'm thinking, right? And you're getting the tool out to open up the one that you need. It's a complicated tool, but you could just make any tool you want, right?
Yep.
But once you guys get it open, but all of you like reel back, and then the montage as is like, no, let's not do it. That's what I imagine. What'd you say?
No, at this point we just have it that she gets to and she requires at this point.
Yeah. So yeah, you could decide on how you're gonna do this. Really, these are just suggestive. You don't have to do it this way, shape or form at all. You could be like,
I say we walk out the front door.
The what front door? He says to you. He's looking around. He's like, everything just loops around.
As a player, I thought that we were just going to steal the key and open the door ourselves.
Oh.
I mean, that seems like the most obvious solution.
I mean, what key though?
I mean, he says like that. It was a key that opened the door this way.
Ah, yes. So someone did have a key that they used to access some kind of way in or out, right? Is that what you tell them you're gonna do? Is that what you're suggesting?
No, that is what I thought would be what we will be doing. I mean, it seems that it is jumping out a few hundred feet when going.
Yeah. Why is it doesn't know about that key though?
Midway through the montage, like cuts out the door and then while they're walking formation thing. So how about we just steal the key?
What key?
Eh?
What
The
key?
key that opens portal to this.
Yeah, you give him the exposition about the key. And then he says, so there's a key. All right. Yeah. I guess we could just steal a key. He kind of looks outside the window, longingly.
Oh my god.
All right.
No, it was just like, yeah.
Let's go.
We can definitely do this.
No,
Nice
no.
request, huh?
No. I mean, listen. I'm not the one to take the hard route when there's a clear and accessible paved one for us, you know. So who's got the key?
It was me. Alexa. No, Alexi first. The blue hair.
I've yet to see a blue hair person around here. Kuwami
Huh?
has yet to see a blue hair person around here after you guys were inside. You've seen every single one else. You've seen the grouping between all 10 of them, yes. But that 11th person is an oddball out. They have not shown their face as of yet. It's almost like the one without a weapon is specifically not meant to interact with the prisoners. The warden
I want to know why.
is kept separated from the criminals. The monsters will never breach the. Alright, let me stop.
Oh god. What is that again?
So yeah, what do you do? Make a investigation check if you want to see if you can find her.
Sure, I'll cut him off and find the time so they can see.
Yeah.
What's more?
So with the advantage, as you are using a crew of at least, you have 3 of them on his team. One of them, the kobold, is now wearing a mask for some reason. But it works. So that's 5 of them, right? Correct in this? Yes, that's 5 of them, including Weiser, Imandolia, and Bronza, searching about for Alexi. Do you ask any people? Danny?
Yeah.
Does Kuwami ask anybody for Alexi in their search?
I guess there's not no one. Probably be like, this is taking forever. Let's just kind of. No, it's just. It's going to look towards the web forest. Hey, do you know where Alexi is? You know that who has girl actually wants to have.
No. She's administration. She doesn't come down here.
I see. Then how do I get up there? Would you be able to tell me?
May I see your wrist?
See what?
Your wrist.
Wrist. Oh yeah, here. As you wait the wrist with the crest.
Yeah.
I think that's really funny.
Yeah, there's a glyph on you. Yeah, there's some kind of magic. I'm not sure if they gave you a specific name. They might not have said crest. It definitely looks like a crest as we know it. But crests in this world are specifically a nomenclature that is for items that are blessed or cursed with people's souls, or made by deities or goddesses or gods. It's more of a glyph. You just have a telltale sign of a magic on you. But as they kind of look at you and they say, oh, okay, just, and then she looks to Wiser behind you, and then she sort of leans closer to you and she says, just make 8 lefts in the maze and it'll lead you to administration. You're not locked to get away from it. They kind of move their hand away and they say, and you should be fine. You should be good to get there. You just can't get there with anyone else. It is prohibited. If you arrive with others, you will be expelled.
Okay, this is actually what this stuff is hilarious. Wait, just go 8 laps at the maze and you'll get there?
Yeah, they told you to make 8 lefts whenever you reach a corner. And effectively, you'll arrive to where you need to be. Apparently.
She's going to like, okay, thank you very much, and do like a little high wave.
They kind of just blink your way, and there is like a micro expression of a smile, and then they turn around, and as they are walking away, not looking your direction, they say, just remember, you're second right. They kind of laugh at themselves and walk away. And Wiser, as he hears that, he's like, all right, second right. Make a perception check for him. Let me make sure. Second right. Yep. Bop. So, what happens? You ignore those. Ignore those. Those don't exist.
None of my concern. And she's going to tell myself, yeah, they told me what it is. I'll just go get it real quick. I don't want to know what Excel means as well.
What? Expelled? Yeah, no, I don't think anybody wants to know what that is. That was rough. Yeah. Yep. Zeit and guys could be a bitch sometimes, those bastards.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Just give me like 10 minutes. I'll be right back.
Sure, should I come?
You know, I think it's fine.
Alright, I'll head back to the cookie room. And he starts walking. Yeah, as it for real has a basket full of cookies, but the basket before you arrive is blurry, and the moment you arrive have the exact amount of cookies you were waiting to get, and it's the exact flavor you were hoping to receive. But
It's just that.
yeah, it's the cookie one. Synonymous to heaven as I've ever heard it.
We have it. Who is in India. I think she'll just say that for the next couple of weeks.
We lose her to the limbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I guess Kuwami will just follow the directions of 8 letters.
Yep. You make 8 lefts, and eventually a door comes out of nowhere on your 8th left, and it says administration, 1 person only, do not cast magic. And this is like a new plaque every single time that they kept tacking on. Clearly you can tell. Closed door behind you is the last one.
And she just ignores all, and it just opens the door. Or if there is a door, I guess, on the passway.
Yeah, it's a door. The doorknob, you turn it, copper. The door itself is a wooden, red wood, from what you can tell, dark red wood. But once you're within it, again, same kind of floor pattern. It's this light that arrives. This one will keep theater of the mind in case you try to steal the thing off of them. But really what you see is a bit of a small room, a bunch of stacks of papers on top of each other, and very sleepy or annoyed, possibly both, clerk effectively as the blue-haired lady, this what's her name again? Alexi is there. We work together for that one. So what do you say? What do you do? They kind of look up when you enter, and then look back down, continue to write, but they did kind of nod at you when they peered or peeked past your glasses a bit.
Just give me a second. Let's try to do this.
Oh, they would destroy that rope trick.
What?
Yeah.
But destroy the room.
I mean, you haven't cast magic here, so you don't know what's going on yet. But I'm just saying, I'm like,
I'm not casting rope trick now. Why would I cast rope trick?
No, earlier you had the rope trick. I asked you to put the rope trick up, and again, I'm negligent to all this, so I'm gonna ignore some stuff sometimes. I hope I don't do it to players, but I'm sure I have. And sometimes I miss the rolls. There's been initiative rolls that I've gotten up, and I'm like, wait, you guys rolled initiative? Oh yeah, I forgot I asked for that. And then we're playing.
I'm just looking at what you want me to say from my tree diagram.
You have a tree diagram of that?
She just lights off different numbers of what she might say.
I'm gonna cut so much from this video. I'm just gonna cut so much like this me ranting while you're looking at the tree of decisions, when I could have just rolled and I landed on a 1. Boom. What does that mean? Wiser blows up the building. Boom.
Boom, a meteor might fall down this time.
1.
Anyway, I was just trying to make Kuwami sound smart the entire session, and I realized I'm feeling horribly.
No, she sounds smug.
She's trying to make it sound smart.
She's kind of cool. She's like a badass. I like her. She's different from Kuiko.
Completely different, exactly. Overconfidence, smugness. That's what I'm trying to. Anyway, she's going to like go, like she's going to like do a high five and like, yo.
So do like you lean over this massive desk? to do that? Or do you go around? You walk around it?
No, I'm just standing at the door.
Oh, so you don't get close to her to high five. Okay, but you just do like the motion.
Do like a motion. Do like a waving without actually doing it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha. So cooler than like what I would do. Gotcha. To that, Alexi, for some reason, I don't know why I named them that. They sort of blink their eyes twice and look up to you with confusion, and they say, "Did you need something?" Your name was Kuwami, right? You did give her your name, right? I hope.
Okay.
Great. She says that then.
Yes. Rejoice for Kuwami. Help. This sounds like a waste, man. When I say like rejoice for Kuwami, it sounds like a special of God.
All right.
Yes, I'm just here to ask you about something.
Sure.
Wait,
Well,
for Kuwami, I'm here to inquire about some stuff.
sure. What do you need? What questions do you have?
What exactly is the procedure for removing the light curse of water? For my friend, you know that. And about this time, she does like that. That's the special something. You know that guy?
Oh, no, yeah. No, of course. We have that as our top priority currently. Would you care to sit? She does offer you a seat that's there, sort of slanted, angled, so that you could actually see the paperwork that she's working on, almost as if she had someone helping her just recently. And she says, I have the transcript of what exactly we're gonna go do once the team is prepared. If you'd like to take a look at it. And she does kind of just casually point at it with you. If you she doesn't like show you as you stand. She like puts it to like if you were to sit, you would see the stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just walk over and sit down.
You sit down?
And read. Yeah, just read it down.
The moment you sit down, this is a joke, but the moment you sit down, handcuffs show up and grab you, and boom, you fall into a pit and die. That's a joke. No.
That sounds like a perfect way to establish it.
I mean, let me see. In this universe that I'm a dick, make a deck save with disadvantage. Let's see how bad it is.
Yes.
Come on, that one. Yes.
It's just a down one.
The evil version of Kevin is like, he's loving it. He's like, Kuwami plummets 300 feet as she has told her people to rise it, as there is an intruder in her office, and she plummets. Boom! Make a deck save. You currently have 2. No, make a death save. Roll a d20. I want to see it. One more nat 1 kills you. Oh, you're dead. You would. Kuwami would have died. Oh my god. Kuwami would have died. Holy shit. I was so tempted to really make that canon. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I like that I recorded it. That's my important part. I'm gonna clip this. This is for us. But
small sessions of a session.
yeah, that's. I plan on making a channel like that, but I haven't like I haven't came up with the will yet to do it. I just have to one day. But
like 40 sessions, yeah.
yeah. I mean, oh, that's gonna be
Still talk about each channel, but it's fine.
Whew. No, I don't want any shorts on this channel. I'll hate myself
Why not?
because that's clutter.
It's a way.
I already, it's not clutter. This is content. If people really want to watch hours and hours of nonsensical chess pieces making the worst decisions in the world, let's do it. But as you sit down and she does explain to you, she goes in a montage and she says, so first thing we're gonna do as group A, and you see like a picture of like 3 different individuals that had all these sci-fi tech that you've seen already that are part of the 10. You see that they have the task, and it says their task to complete, seek out vessel, and then it says, it shows a picture of Bronza with a target around him, and then she says, since we have found one piece of the vessel, the cursed part, we need to find out the true vessel, where it's located. There's usually a seed or some kind of catalyst that's creating the monstrosity or the powers or whatever really that the deity is trying to accomplish or do. It's different for each case. Sometimes they have been expelled from their celestial realm and have to divulge into lichdom. Those are pretty easy. You can usually find that by finding a group of dead soldiers or dead fishermen or dead anything. Really, it's very obvious whenever it's a blood cult, to be honest with you. For him, we have to first figure out what kind of entity is invading them, since they did expel some sort of fire. She flips through like 3 different notes and she says, yeah, some kind of hellfire was used. No. Hints of old Terran soil. That is interesting.
How do you spell that?
Terran is Terran. That is another form for saying the old planet Earth, whatever that is. Okay. Right. So apparently not hellfire. So it must not be a demon of some sort. Possibly. Before I say that, that is low, my friend. Possibly, I don't know, a light goddess or god. Doesn't specify whether one or the other.
Yes, I can understand. I might understand.
Okay, take your time.